everybody, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we're going to be watching the third episode of Trickster. If you want to check out our reaction to the third episode of Trickster, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comments section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And
thanks for watching. So, kind of a standard whodunit again. Got a feeling this is gonna, we kind of nailed it in the reaction. It's gonna be kind of like a police procedural.
Yeah. Pretty much, they get a case every episode, even though there's the overreaching story about
the Fiend with 20 Faces.
Yes, the Fiend with 20 Faces, and...
Gak's big anime debut.
Yoshio's.
And, Yoshio's Quest for Death.
Actually, I think Gak's done some other anime, too.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves, I'll look this up.
But in this particular episode, we get a granny who comes in. Oh wait, I shouldn't call her granny. That's rude.
No, we get a whole lot of rudeness from everyone. That's for sure.
Yeah, like
crap.
Seriously, rude.
And then fucking Yoshio, edgelord here. Oh god. Now, maybe you should just die.
Right?
What?
I thought I was savage at times, but damn, kid.
If you're suffering that much, maybe you should just die.
That seems to be his default answer for everything, though.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Ugh.
That's just, yeah.
What a little shit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's off-putting to me. So, yeah, what a little shit. There you
But anyway, in this one, we get an old lady comes in, pays a frickin' fat stack.
go. Those are 100 yen notes.
Or 1,000.
1,000 yen notes, right?
100 yen doesn't come in.
For
I feel like 1,000 yen.
for the Boys Detective Club to find her son, who is somewhat of a celebrity in the kayaking, rowing.
Yeah, apparently he was an Olympic kayaker. So
Took 8th or 6th place, I'm not sure.
6th. Granny is quick to defend her son's honor.
Didn't you take 8th? 6th! Damn, bitch. Crap.
There's no chill in that office.
At all.
Particularly on that day. God damn.
By the way, in case anybody's wondering, Gak has done other anime.
Oh shit. Okay.
Just not a whole crap load.
No, nothing that we've really watched. Dragon Age? Oh, voice acting roles, maybe not necessarily anime. Supernatural, the animation. They made an anime based on the show Supernatural.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe. Let's find out.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
I may need to watch that.
And if you listen carefully, you can hear the collective squeal of fangirls across North America.
It's going to come out. Oh no, it did come out. 2011.
Damn.
Huh. Who knew? And Gak did a role in it. Anyway.
And all the fangirls' panties dropped to China that day.
Anyway. So, the interesting thing about this one is the son was in a laboratory.
Yeah, so so the son gets picked up more or less by an agency called Persephone, which, at least on the surface, takes in physically able NEETs, more or less, and kind of shelters them for their own dignity.
Yeah, I guess. On the surface, it's more or less like almost like a rehab center. Actually, that's what it really reminds me of on the surface, just how like secretive and everything they are.
Right.
Because obviously people who are in rehab don't generally like to let the world know that they're in rehab.
Mm-hmm.
But
But yeah, this kind of falls under what I like to call the law of creative anomalies. If it's too good to be true, it usually is.
indeed.
And in this case, they are keeping all the NEETs in actually pretty good areas. Like,
well, what was it? Hanazaki says it kind of looks like a net cafe or a manga cafe.
And it kind of does, but yeah, basically the thing that I guess strikes me as different than what you'd normally see in these sorts of situations is that normally you'd see like it'd be really nice out front and then they'd be all secretive or whatever, but then the main characters would get into the back area and it'd be like, you know, animals being kept in cages basically. Like that's how they'd be keeping the people, is like, you know, thrown in cages and whatnot.
Right.
But here, I mean, it like, even if you go into the back area, it does look pretty good. You know, until you go up to the
yeah.
lab.
Basically, it's the island without clones.
Nice.
That's it.
Actually, no. In honor of the new Rocky Horror movie, instead of lab, the slab.
Anyway, so yeah, basically they see a guy that you know, they spoke to earlier, so that he obviously still has the will to live or whatever, and he seemed to be doing okay, and then they see him just getting carted away and drugged. And so they follow him, and as it turns out, the place is a organ harvesting facility, selling organs on the black market.
Lovely.
Indeed. So
It's actually kind of cool.
yep. So they put it into that shit.
And at that point in time, like, if I was that much of a NEET, I don't think I'd really care. Like, I'm surprised that any of them actually cared.
I said they had a really, really good scheme going. Because normally, when you have a group of like villains or super villains trying to, say, harvest people or souls or anything like that, they usually go too grandiose, too big. And then they are able to get outed by, like, say, a bunch of high school girls with really stupid disguises that aren't effective and attacks that a granny can dodge.
I wonder what show you're talking about.
I don't know. Cardcaptor Sakura.
Anyway, yeah. Usually it's like that, or I really do like to equate this show more to like a, you know, police procedural. Usually in those type of shows, instead of like going too grandiose, they end up just like one of the people that they target is the wrong kind of person.
Right.
Like,
Or
usually they would target somebody who, usually like a homeless person or something like that. Somebody that nobody would care if they went missing.
This sounds more and more like Rainbow Six now I think about it. That's pretty much exactly what happens.
I mean, yeah, that's basically it though. They would target somebody that either nobody or very few people would notice if they were missing. And then that way they can avoid getting police attention on them.
But as usually happens in these kinds of stories, one person finds out or someone talks, and
usually they end up like getting too greedy or not meeting quota or something like that.
Yeah.
And they end up grabbing somebody who like people actually care about, and they go to the police. And then they start investigating and notice all these people missing. Yada yada yada.
But what I think is interesting is they ran into two people while in the back room area. One of them was like immediately just get out, and really seems like he was enjoying himself there.
Right.
So.
Actually, something that kind of caught my attention was the second guy. The one who says he was there because he didn't have to look anyone in the eye. you see a portrait of him with a young kid with a hairstyle that looks a little too much like Hanazaki's for my liking. And then you get a slightly long, just like still close-up of Hanazaki's face.
Right.
Right? Bloody coincidences.
Right?
Damn anime characters all looking the same.
Oh, y'all look alike!
But yeah, it was probably...
Not what I was going for.
It could have been a dead son who happens to look like Hanazaki, and because of that...
Yeah, I don't think that the son is dead. I just... I would probably say that the guy and his wife split, and then the guy's life never went right after that.
Yeah.
And he's ashamed to, be seen, so he'd rather just disappear.
Yeah.
Which is the thing, what he says about, if I die, then they'll get rid of the body without telling anybody.
Yeah.
Basically, he just wants to disappear from his son's life and not be a burden is the big thing.
I don't know. Still kind of bugs me, though. Just the way the shots kind of went up. I mean, it's not a nitpick or anything. It just kind of gets me to thinking about that,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, so they thwart them. They
expose their operation.
They expose their operation to the police. Police come in, arrest everybody. Happy ending. Oh yeah, and what's his name in the wheelchair? Rio? Is that him?
Yeah, Agent Hodges.
Yeah. So Rio is confined to a wheelchair because his foot was messed up. He ends up catching the guy as he's running.
Oh, man.
In his wheelchair, I might add.
One arm, just bends his arm back and restrains the dude.
If he's like belted into his wheelchair, I can totally see that happening.
But he didn't look to be belted into his wheelchair to me. Because it looked like he leaned out of his wheelchair to grab him. But
still pretty badass. And
electric wheelchairs are not light.
No.
I don't think that's an electric wheelchair because you see him wheeling it earlier in the episode.
Anyway, all's well that ends well.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, then we see the theme of 20 Faces.
He's coming back. Yay.
Well, he is listed as a main character. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, the main antagonist. And he's finally coming back. Yeah.
So, and we get the hilarious banter between the 5 people of the...
That right. Same with the Akechi. They know the law.
Honestly, Kobayashi's the only one who actually followed my rules. He's right.
You follow your emotions too much. You cause me to have debt. And you keep calling me sensei.
He can say, end of story. Akechi has spoken.
Indeed. Anyway, I think that's really about it.
Pretty much. Not a whole lot. Standard week-by-week episode. Looks like we're not getting that next week, though.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get something with the theme of 20 Faces and actually more of a major story.
Dig more into the meat of the story.
I actually got a little bit more than NEET.
Oh yeah, we did get to see more
Noro. Ed.
Anyway.
Ed. So go ahead and hit this link if you want to check out our previous reactions to Trickster.
And here's a podcast where we talk about all the anime that we're watching this week. This season.
These weeks. These months. It never ends. If you want to take a break from watching anime reaction, go ahead and check out OS Gaming, our gaming channel.
And if you'd like to help support us, go ahead and hit this link, and it'll take you over to our Patreon. But let us know what you thought of this anime and what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yeah, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time. Did you forget your name?
I was totally going to say Rizzo again.